everybody, how are you? Welcome to me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and it is my birthday week, and we are oh so happy about it. Thank you to everybody who joined my birthday yesterday. My birthday party was so fun. Again, like I say, I can only call this my birthday week. I think maybe there's 2 people who know when my birthday is on the channel, but I do try and keep that private. Anyway, I woke up this morning and hi B, how are you? I woke up this morning and I oh so wanted to just do art. I love doing art during my birthday week. It's one of my favorite and most creative times. And after I was reading about how much more power we have on our birthday week, and then I had the additional power of this until this morning. So I've just been doing as much art as I can, so I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to, and also say that on my birthday week, or my birthday couple weeks, Netflix always puts out some of the coolest shows. Now they used to do, Effie wanted to say hi real quick, but now I have to tip myself down. Netflix, they used to have Orange is the New Black come out during my birthday week, but now it comes out at the end of July, and sadly this is going to be the last season of Orange is the New Black. Hi everybody who's here, Witchy Susie Q, Mario the Wild Witch, Katie Ross, welcome everyone. So today I woke up, birthday week, and I'm like, yeah, Netflix, you pulled it off. You actually did one, because they don't do Wentworth or Orange is the New Black in my birthday week anymore. They, extended it. Brand new Black Mirror. That's awesome, because the last one and it's only 3 episodes, but that's okay, because the last one they did was that Bandersnatch movie, which freaked me out, but it only freaked me out because, I didn't know it was interactive until halfway through, and I was like, what a trip. It was like a choose your own adventure movie. But it got such bad ratings. And so this morning I wake up and there's Black Mirror, and I'm just like, yes! So I'm watching brand new Black Mirror while I'm doing art. And I wanted to show you guys some of my art. Would you like to see what I've made on my birthday week? I'll wait for you to answer, because maybe people don't want to see my art. However, I'm quite proud of it. And we're going to open packages. So Witchy Susie Q says, yes. Hey, Fairy Hearthwitch, I just typed to you. Welcome to the channel. So Fairy Hearthwitch is brand new. You guys, everybody welcome her right now. And she typed that she just found the channel because of Simon's Tarathon. So we're really excited about that. And she's starting the videos from my first video. And we're about to celebrate a year anniversary on the channel. July 19th is the day that I made my first video and uploaded it, and that was almost a year ago. And she just commented on that video. So anyway, I suggest to all of you that you do that, because now I only do live streams. I don't upload videos but once on a blue moon. So let me show you some of the art that I've been doing, and then we'll open the 2 packages. Is there anybody here who sent me this? By the first name of Terry. I think I know who this person is. I just want to make sure. And then Brandy, I got your package. My mother walked in with the package literally less than 2 minutes after I turned the camera off last night for my birthday party. So thank you guys so much for welcoming Fairy. We're really glad to have her here. Fairy Hearthwitch. Alright, what a cool name. So, first I'll show you this piece. Now, I showed you guys that I thrifted this little box a long time ago. It's just a black box. I kind of touched it up and repainted it with some black paint because it was from the thrift store. And then I glued on and decoupaged these dolls onto the top of it, okay? And then, I guess you can kind of see a little bit on the outside, which was not my intention. Hey Heather, how are you? I was just putting away your birthday gifts. But when you open it, it's like a beautiful, childlike universe, and I wish my color was showing up better, but these are all the colors of the rainbow. And it's just a box where you can put, it's a perfect size to fit. Let me see what size fits in there perfectly. These ones, I believe. I believe it's these ones. Yep. So you can order this from me with or without jars of this size. I don't even know if I have enough jars of this size to go through, but I could order them for you. However, I just thought it would be cool. It doesn't have to be an apothecary. It can be literally anything. And I just painted the inside of this box and did like, I used a toothpick and chopsticks to make all those little dots in different colors. So yeah, it's a fun box. I was thinking you could put it on your altar, you could put stones in it, you could put a few different decks of your favorite tarot cards in it. So many options for this cool little dot. I used to play around with dots a lot in art, and I've been kind of bringing it back in. An incense box, what a great idea. I actually smoked, I like my things to smell good from my Etsy shop, so I put the incense holder that Joyce gave me in here, and I burned a couple of sticks in there just to make it smell really awesome. Because I didn't want it to smell like paint, you know, or Mod Podge, so. That's the dolls! And I like doing them kind of in that shift, like brick laying upside down thing like that. So anyway, yeah, I like that idea. Any ideas you guys have, but I can tell you that these are an odd size, but they're not the biggest ones, but they're almost there, and they fit, and they're just perfect. So, all right, so that's the first thing I made. And then the next thing I made, but it's not completely finished, but I'll show it to you anyway, is I painted the bat belfry. I haven't done hot glue for the red satin in there yet, but basically I want to put a little working in the bottom, so some little herbs and stuff in here that have to do with like bat energies possibly, or anything that the person wanted herb-wise down there. If they wanted some mandrake root and some mugwort from my garden, or a sage smudge and a little mini abalone shell would probably fit in there. Let's see. No, this is a little big. I got these unique abalone shells from Texas, and they're actually like blonde on the back rather than the dark color that it usually is. But you could put anything in there, or you could just use it for like a little box. But this opens up. It's got like a little latch. Come on. Well, obviously I have to work on that a little bit more. I think I may have painted it shut. I might need to pry that open. So those things happen. Let's see the next thing I've made. I'm really, really proud of this one. They are not hot glued in yet, but I've made this shadow box, and I'm going to tip you down so you can see what's inside. So this was just a blonde shelf. It was actually an inlet to a little like beauty jewelry box, and I took it out of the jewelry box and I painted it. So I put a lotus root down here that I've dried. This is a big hunk of amethyst, raw amethyst chunk crystal, a witch's burr that I harvested this year, a mink femur, a key that I found in the woods, like a little iron key, a big chunk of mandrake root, a white peacock feather from my white peacocks. This is a brown flat polished agate with a mink rib. That's a mink scapula and a yellow jacket. This is a psilocybin mushroom that we grew. This is a quail egg, and that's mugwort from my garden. And so I think that it looks beautiful. The key I'm going to glue a little bit higher and the mandrake root a little bit lower. But what do you guys think? Is that fun? That's good? Yeah. Thank you. I wish I knew how to make these types of shelves. Like, I wish I knew how to make the wood, because I'd make loads of these little curios. So there's that. And I got the inspiration from loads of curios, but Ash Storm Heathen, who we talk about a lot on the channel, she sent me this little mini one that she made out of paintbrushes. She made this thing out of the wood on paintbrush handles because it was for creativity. So when you get up close, she's actually just put this together. And so I have to find a way to get creative with these little wood things, because I want to do more curio shells. I love, as you can see, you know, curios. Curios are my life. So anyway, thank you, Ash. I just love this and adore it. I usually keep it up here. And in hers, she had like little resins, tiny flower petals. So she has 3 of our favorite resins. She has dragon's blood, frankincense, and myrrh. And then she's got a bunch of different petals over here. It looks like a rose petal, I don't know, all different colors of petals. A teeny, teeny, tiny shell that's like the spiral type. A little bit of raw quartz crystal, and then an amethyst up here. And I just love it. Love, love, love that. So, let's see. I guess I'll show you this next. It's not completely finished, but it's more of the dot stuff. And it's not dry. Well, I was just working on it. I've been working on it a little bit. So this is like a big full moon, and it's a box for full moon water. And the jar of full moon water is such a nice hand-blown Italian glass bottle. And so, you know how we need to keep our moon water in a dark space to keep the moonlight, you know, secure in the water? So I'm going to be selling this box, and I just have this taped with masking tape. It's just like a jute cord, so I didn't get paint on it. But yeah, I've done a bunch of this dot art on it, and I thought you could, and you know, like we need to keep the sunlight out of our herbs as much as we can, as out of our special waters like rain, etc. And so I thought that that would be a fun box. I'm going to paint a little bit more on the back here. So, something new to keep the sunlight out of your moon water. So, what do you guys think? Is that nice? Awesome. Hey, Kimberkiss, how are you? Yeah, moon water. It was a wine thing, and I didn't paint the inside black. I just laughed at the color that the box was. But yeah, really excited about that. And the day I was at the thrift store and got that, it's a funny story because they had like 6 or 7 of them, and I wanted to get them to make them into, what do you call them when the thing cuts off a head, and I was going to make it into this weird like thing that looks like a doll's head's getting cut off. What is the thing called when the blade comes down? Like that. I was going to do that, but it felt like too much work, and like I didn't have enough money to buy all of them, but I wish I would have, because I could have more than one moon water box. The dots give it an aboriginal feel. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And from far away, you can't always tell what it is. So that's not the painting. I have a little bit more painting to do on that one, but for the most part, that's done. And then lastly, I have to tip you down to show this. And if there are any children watching, you're going to want to avert your eyes. Okay, so if there's any children watching, because this artwork has nudity in it. Okay, all children's eyes are averted, right? Alright, so this is a box that I got at a thrift store, and the box was for old silverware. And so I can't open it because I'm in the middle of decoupaging this on right now. But basically it's Betty Page, or there we go. Is that better? So here Betty's on a cow kidney. No, it's like a liver or something. And then up here she's on a cow tongue. And I get those out of butcher books. And down here she's on a piece of raw ribs, like a spare rib, I think. And then I've kind of, so as you can see, there's full nudity, and I don't want to stay on it too long because I don't know the rules of YouTube. But that box opens up, and once I have it glued, I'll show you again. But that box opens up, and it's maroon felt, and there's all these little divots to put the silverware. You could put all kinds of things in there for you. You could have it as an altar box. You could have it as something non-witchcraft. It's very exciting. I've always liked Betty Page, and a long time ago I was at this amazingly giant bookstore in Oregon, in Portland, and I forget the name of the bookstore. Howell Books, I think. It takes up like 5 city blocks, and it's got an elevator. It's like 8 stories. Any of you guys who love books like me would enjoy it so much. They're Powell Books or Howell Books, I can't remember. But it's the bookstore in Portland. and I found this Betty Page book that had a bunch of her nudes in it, and so I have loads of those left, and I haven't done a lot of art with them because I feel like it's really special. I looked the book up on eBay to see if I could get more of those books, and they're about $80 just for this book because they're out of print. So anyway, that came from that. And how do I get my eyelashes so long? Well, they're long a little bit naturally, I think. Because I have this, I have one birth defect, and it's the same one that Elizabeth Taylor has. In our eyelashes and in our hair follicles, we grow out 2 pieces of hair instead of 1. But I can show you the mascara that I use. I just got it 2 days ago, and it's been working quite well for like a mascara that you can just get at a drugstore. It's like the carbon black, not the regular L'Oreal Voluminous or whatever it's called, but the carbon black one. However, when you get in the shower with this stuff, I like the non-waterproof kind because it usually makes like a fluffier lash. But if you get in the shower with this, it's all over your face, so don't get in the shower with somebody you're trying to make out with or something. That'd be bad. You just look like a monster. But when it's on and your face isn't wet, it looks pretty nice. So yeah. So inside of this box that we're talking about down here, it's quite large because it's for silverware, and I think that the stamp on the inside says that it's from the 50s. So that's pretty cool. And it was just this it's walnut, but the finish on it was just not good, and it was really dinged up and it looked dirty. So I painted it all black, but underneath is a walnut wood. So that's good to know for the magical properties of the walnut, which we talk about in videos. Go look at my walnut video. Eventually, Fairy, you'll just run into it. Hey Ricky, how are you? So nice to see you. Yeah, I was really excited that Netflix came through today with the Black Mirror series. And it's so funny because Black Mirror, I never until I really got into witchcraft kind of broke down what that meant. But we scry in black mirrors, and the show is about the future. So I think it's really interesting it's called Black Mirror. I'm sure most people have no idea why it's called Black Mirror. But in our line of what we do. And I know my hair is the same as yesterday. It's because I'm lazy. But I'm going to change it before I go out tonight. I think my brother and his husband are going to be around, so that'll be fun. I get to celebrate my day with this day for my birthday week with my daughter and my mom after my daughter gets out of school. So I'm just doing art until then because my favorite thing to do is be at home alone doing art and talking to you guys when I want to not be alone. Which technically I know I'm still alone. Okay, so we're going to be brave and we're just going to open up this package from Terry in Illinois. I really recognize the name, I think, so I forget things when people say they're going to send me something. So let's see what's inside of here, and then we'll open up the one from Brandy, because she's not in the chat right now, but she might come in. Jen, your hair is technically the same every day. You're right. You're right. Thanks, Heather. That made me feel a lot better. I did change my shirt. Alright. That's what happens when you go on live so much. You're just like, I can't wear that again. I have to change my clothes 4 times a day. She sent me a card, Terry did, that says, "For all you do, thank you." That is so, so kind. And thank you guys for all that you do today. And every day. Terry also sent a beautiful necklace that's on a cord, which is awesome because I prefer cords over metal. Because the metals I like on my neck are really expensive, like silver, you know. I like hemp and cords and leather, and this is a leather cord. That's cool, I think. And she made me a nice little card. And this necklace is cool because it looks like a shell. Oh, it is a shell. It's a shell, and I think it's a fossilized shell because it looks like it's iron, but I can tell it's a natural material. And then on the top, there's this thing that almost makes it look like an eggplant or an aubergine. Aubergine? And then this awesome cord. So here's the thing with cord necklaces though, they have to be able to fit over my hair, which is sometimes hard. I might have to try with my, oh no, I think we've got it. Hey, I put it on the right way. Awesome, thank you so much. I'm sure you'll see this later, Terry. You said it's ammonite? Ammonite. Yeah, you guys know way more than me about stones. This is absolutely gorgeous. Ammonite. So we'll have to look that up. But you know, I keep all of these, you guys. All the little notes and stuff you guys send to me, I don't get rid of those. I keep them. And when I'm feeling blue, which doesn't happen too often, but it does happen, when I'm feeling blue, I take out and I read all the notes that you guys have written to me. And it almost immediately cheers me up. Who is that from again? That was from Terry. Terry M. in Illinois. So Terry, you're awesome. Thank you. Alright. And this can be used again. Nothing ever goes to waste around here, you guys. See, because I make pinup cards and stuff. And some of you have probably gotten some of my blank cards in my packages, but I make these and I'm going to start putting these on my Etsy site too. I make lots of cards. Okay. So let's get into Brandy's package. Thank you, Brandy. Such a cool birthday. Where's my knife? Birthday weeks are the best. They just never really stop going. Because sometimes if you like make plans for your birthday and you get disappointed, you get bummed out and then never want to do anything on your birthday. Whereas if you have a birthday week, you know, you can do something with this person this day and something with this person that day. Stretch it out, and one of those times you're going to have a good time, I bet. Okay, so the lady at the post office was awfully worried that this was broken. But we said to not send it back and just to I don't see anything broken. There's so many cool things in here. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Jess, or a birthday month. Why not? Because that would be excessive, but or a birthday fortnight, okay? Birthday fortnight. And I've been known to throw some birthday fortnights. For those of you not in the UK, a fortnight is 2 weeks. I thought of you yesterday as you bought a ton of black clothes at Goodwill. That's awesome. Black and red, gray and white. It's pretty much what I'm sticking to. Okay, I have a note. I'm going to read it. Because my mom taught me to always read the card first. Jen, so sorry it took you so long to send the package. That's okay. It's a gift. I'm just thankful for it. I hope you enjoy everything in it. A lot I made or stumbled upon. I'm working so much that I've been super tired. Well, I understand that. I did label some cedar, but I think it might be juniper. Well, we'll be able to tell by the smell. That'll be easy. There's also tulip tree twigs. Yay! I read that its bark, when brewed, works like ibuprofen for inflammatory. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Brandy. I'm hoping with this job I'll... Okay, well, that might be personal. Yeah, I think the rest is personal, so we will just dig into the gift. Brandy, I'm going to read this as soon as I'm done. Oh, Rambo Ammonite, regular, iridescent, all kinds. That's really cool to know. I'm going to have to go get my stone book and look up Ammonite. Okay, so I've got my 2 books here. I always like to read out of Scotty's books first, just because. He is my father of witchcraft. We're gonna see what's in the gift. I want to read about Ammonite first. And then, if it's not in there, we'll go ahead and check in here. Well, Marge, go get yourself some food, my love. Get yourself some food, and I'll make sure not to eat birthday cake on the channel in front of you. Okay, Ammonite. Ammonite! Oh, Ammonite. Oh, okay, 96 through 98. This is the old cover, though. You guys, if you get this book, it's not going to look like this. It has like a light blue cover. 96 through 98. Kind of purplish. Ooh, okay, so 96 through 98, it starts talking about fossils. That's really cool, because I thought it looked like a fossil. Yeah. Nobody wants to see up your nose, Jennifer. Look, folk names of fossils are sponge, witchstone, ammonite, snakestone, draconites. The energy is receptive. The element is akasha. Powers are elemental power, past life regression, protection, and longevity. That's so cool. Magical ritual and lore. We love lore here on this channel. We just adore it. I should read out of my lore books this week on my birthday week. Love them. There's a new lore book I don't have. It's got blue writing on it. Okay, so... Oh my god! Yesterday I saw a preview for a Scary Stories movie, you guys, and the plot looks so good. You have to check out the trailer for the Scary Stories movies. If you guys know, we read on this channel Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. The movie looks so good. It looks like Jumanji-ish. Like, they start reading the book and then the things start happening. And they do such a good job. You guys have to check out the trailer for that. It's supposed to come out in August, this coming August. So Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark made a movie. What a brilliant idea. Sorry, we'll get back to Ammonite. Fossils are the remains or the negative impressions of ancient creatures and plants that perished millions of years ago. Through eons, they have been transformed into stone. Because they were once alive, fossils are linked with akasha, the 5th element. In the mystic language of the psychic mind, fossils represent time, eternity, and evolution. They are a tangible example of how nothing in nature, not even the prehistoric sea creation, is wasted. Energy cannot be destroyed, only manifestations of energy. Matter is transmutable. The ritual use of fossils is ancient. Fossils have been found in Neolithic burial sites in Europe. Why were they placed there? We can only speculate. Protection, guidance to the other world, assurance of rebirth. Fossils are used as power tools by shamans throughout the world to amplify energy. This is so great. Many contemporary Wiccans place them on their altars because of their mystic significance. Magical uses. On a hot, dusty morning, David Harrington was one of Scotty's best friends. They wrote a book together called The Magical Household. On a hot, sunny, dusty morning, David Harrington and I were collecting fossils in southeastern California desert. Ancient sand dollars, bivalve clam shells, and clusters of intricate coral revealed themselves to us. Stopping to rest at midday, we miraculously found a stream splashing over the reddish-brown crystal-filled rocks. While we were sitting by it, the resinous scent of a huge desert lavender tree drifted around us as we looked over our finds. I love when you're out in nature and you sit down and look over your finds. It's just like when you're a kid and you get home and you spread out your Halloween candy. Do you guys ever feel like that as witches, that you like go out and you forage and you just grab whatever calls to you? You leave your offerings, you come home and you lay it all out. And in Halloween, it's like you're leaving your offering as your costume. You know, you're entertaining the person who's giving you the candy. It's so interesting to do those two parallels. Hey, Tangerine Layla. We're talking about fossils or ammonite, which I just got gifted from Terry in Illinois. Thank you, Terry. So let's see. In general, fossils are used as protective objects. They are placed in the home or fashioned into jewelry and worn to increase your natural defenses. That's excellent. I need that right now. In Morocco, stones embedded with fossils are carried for protective purposes. Due to their enormous age, fossils of all types are worn as amulets to increase the lifespan. They can be placed on the altar as symbols of the earth and ambiguity of time, or to increase the power of magical rituals. Some types of fossils have specific magical uses. Ammonites, known in the Middle Ages as draconites, are fossilized spiral-shaped sea animals. You guys are so smart, the ones that knew what it was. See why we all need each other? Due to their bizarre appearance, they were thought to be stones removed from dragons' heads and were bound to the left arm for magical protection. So I need to get it on my left arm. Okay. In more recent time in Britain, they were known as snake stones. Ancient sponges, sometimes found in Britain, are also known as witches' stones. They are round and pierced through with a natural hole. These fossils are strung and worn like beads or hung on the house for protection. Fossilized sand dollars, which show a natural five-pointed design, like when you cut open an apple through the middle, not the normal way, but tipped on its side, are often found on Wiccan altars. They are linked with the pentagram, an ancient protective symbol, and the elements. Because they and all fossils are ruled by Akasha, the fifth element, these ancient sand dollars are carried or used in magic to gain awareness of the realms of earth, air, water, and fire. Once this has been achieved, elemental magic can begin. A simple element spell. Before any rite, place a fossilized sand dollar. Well, we don't have one of those. We'll just skip over it. Well, that was really flippin' cool. There's more, a little more. Let's say this. Finally set up... Oh, that's still the working. The whole thing's the working. Okay. But it also says that amber and jet, two other fossils, are discussed separately in this book due to their fame as magical tools. So don't forget that amber, like Joyce Jordan sent me, which I have here, some amber beads, amber and jet, which I believe jet is a black stone, they're discussed here too, and they're also fossils. So we're going to skip over that. But great, we got some really interesting information out of Scott Cunningham's book. I always like to check that out. And now, you guys, now we will go ahead and look through Brandy's package of so many cool and wonderful things. I see a dolly in there. I see a dolly in there. Goodbye, Shanana. Alright, so we've got some excellent things. Oh, wicked! This is a Yule time tree ornament, and she made a corn dolly, and I did some of these on my channel, but hers is way, way cooler than mine. That's amazing. Thank you so, so much. So this corn dolly is made out of, I'm gonna guess it's stuff from her actual garden, but let me show you what it's made out of. You can go to the Hispanic section of a grocery store and you can get these corn husks. These are what I believe they wrap tamales in. And you wet them so that you can manipulate them, and then you manipulate it and then they dry, and you can dry them in your dehydrator wherever. But as you can see, it's already in the shape to where it makes a great dolly. What you do is you kind of wrap over this top when it's wet and manipulatable, form a head, and then start tying on your body forms, you know. But yes, this is fantastic. Thanks, B, for joining us. Great to see you. We'll see you soon. Okay. So next, we've got something really wicked. That's what they were hearing, and there was all the shells. Oh, cool! She sent me a really radical Texas mug. This is fantastic. And it's so my style. I just absolutely adore it. Thank you. It looks like it was thrifted or garage saled. Even better. Okay, inside of that cup was tons of really awesome seashells that we talked about on the channel. We did a video out of Scott Cunningham's Earth Power, talking about seashells, and she sent me loads of these pointy ones, which are awesome because we were talking about how they have different energies attached to them. And I only have one. This is a really interesting shell I haven't seen before. It is a beer stein, I do believe, yes. She knows me well. One little tiny thing broke. It's no biggie, but I will be careful of the glass. Jade and Jasper. Awesome. So I have a jade bead and a jasper bead. Put those with my stones. And I've got a box of cards. These look cool. These boxes remind me of like old baseball card boxes. And they're called Fangoria. Terror Trivia. That's so cool! They're Terror Trivia cards. Because I love, you know, horror movies and stuff. This is so cool. Thank you. I'm going to have loads of fun with those. And next, some hemp twine. Thank you much. Always need some of that. Shells are so much fun. Absolutely. There's just loads of shells in here. Oh, these are cool. These are a bunch of tiny little, probably willow. I have to ask Alex. I think actually that's ivy. I think these are little ivy wreaths. And I've got 7 of them. That's great. I'll do something really awesome with those ivy wreaths. I've got a dolly, which is so gorgeous, and it's porcelain, and I'm so happy she didn't break. Oh god, her feet are magnificent. Look how cute she is. She's really in good shape. She's got her bloomers. And her legs go up to here, porcelain, and then it's a soft doll. And then her hands go up to here. So if you were to took her apart, yes, she does look so happy. Look at how happy she is. She's happy to be here. We're happy to have her. She'll sleep with me tonight. Or maybe with Otis. Maybe I'll give Otis this doll to curl up with tonight. That'd be fun. But I love her. She's great. Okay, ooh, yes. Chestnut. Some twigs, and this may have been what she was talking about, either cedar or juniper. Oh, yes! Books! Oh, this is fantastic. See, there's just so many seashells in here. All kinds of shapes and colors. I love these darker gray ones. So many of these little tiny pointed ones. She must have seen the video and sent them. But no, she was saving up for things to send for quite some time. This is like one of the things I harvested from the Galveston sea. Some teeny itty bitties, like super dupers, little ones. What's in here? Oh, coral! Yay! This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous precious piece. I'm so happy to have it. This is gorgeous too. These kinds of shells, you know, even though it's not an abalone shell, you can still put your smudge in there. You can still put your Palo Santo, your sage. So down below, I've got some books. Yes! She sent me vintage comics because I'm going to have to show you why. And pencils. Woohoo! Some Christmas pencils. I told you she's been saving up for me for a long time. Red feather. We know how much I like red feathers. So there's lots of awesome things, including a really wicked little pair of earrings. Look at this. So good. Thank you so much, Brandy. These are all great. So these, when you wear colors like this can also be really chakra balancing, you know, getting a little bit of all the colors in the rainbow there for you. Oh, what a gem. What a gem. Alright, so great, amazing, amazing gifts. I do want to show you about the comic books. But let's see what other book we got. Michelangelo. Is Brandy here, you guys? Oh, yes! She sent me some pictures of Johnny Depp, which is awesome. Oh, this one's from Crybaby, I think. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, look at that. That's a good old one. My ex-sister-in-law had such a thing for Johnny Depp. This is a good one. But the Michelangelo book has got all different kinds of pictures that I use in my decoupage art, and I think that's why she sent it. I love these kinds of things. So lots of good books and pictures, and then history and things like that, because she knows my passion for art and for books that have amazing art. Look at this guy. He looks really down in the dumps. But that also looks like Illuminati symbolism. I'm working on a picture like that right now, but I can't tip it up yet because it's not fully done. Okay, so she sent me a bunch of vintage comics. So she watches a lot of my videos because I don't talk about this kind of art that I do too much. But basically, I get mannequins, because I have mannequins all over my house. And I get these special kind of busts. Okay, so I get these, and I order them wherever I can get them the cheapest, and right now I have like 6 or 7. So what I do with them is I was trying to get ready to go to Comic-Con and bring something to Comic-Con, but that dream never worked out because it's quite hard to get into Comic-Con. I don't know if you know that. But I was taking vintage comics, particularly Wolverine, and decoupaging the whole entire front of these with them, and calling it Tits and Comics, and selling them to like nerdy guys in their mom's basements who needed like a piece of art for what they had. And all the ones that I've already done of these I've either given as gifts or sold. So that's what she sent me those Superman comics for, I'm guessing. So I've got this one and Doomsday. Let's see. And then there's also really good pictures and really good ads on these old comics too. Don't forget about those. Let's see if we can find a date. December 92. The Wolverine ones I had were from like, this is 93. The mid 80s, I think. So yeah, we've got some good comics. Thank you so much. That just is like the universe telling me to do more of that art because it's time. So, you know, shipping's a little expensive, but they're great. Thank you for all the comics. Alright, so that's pretty much all I had to say. I got a lot to do today, so it was really good to see everybody. If you yourself are interested in some tits and comics, let me know. But really, we can put anything on these. I did one up for my dad, and it was covered in guns from this book that I have with guns. He likes to collect guns. You know, you could put cats on it. You could put anything you want on it. You could put men on it. We could do one up of Betty Page. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Have a really beautiful day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you to Brandy and Terry. What great, amazing gifts. And I loved, loved, loved learning all about the fossils and how we can use them in our craft. Fairy Hearthwitch, thank you for joining us and welcome to the channel. We have amazing family here. If you ever need us, come on to a live feed and we will light a candle and put all of our thoughts into it for you. Big loving community here. Everybody make sure if you're not already subscribe. Because I recently looked at my analytics and 20% of my viewers are not subscribed. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy. We talk about all kinds of things. I'm going to watch Black Mirror and you guys should